Swipe down to stop, double tap to flip camera. Swipe down to stop, double tap to flip camera. Hey guys, just wanted to give you a little shot of my living room here. Oh, you know what? I just realized that I have the thing there. Sorry about that. At any rate, let's see, that's a little bit blurry, but I guess it'll have to work. But double tap. Oh, there you go. There's a good shot. I guess it came in. But shalom, Shabbat shalom for everyone watching around the world. Hold on just a minute. Okay, double tap. There we are. There I am. Hey world, how's it going? Or Woyrld, as I say, as Bug says. That's a reference to Bugs Bunny, by the way. Hey, if you're just tuning in, I've been talking to you about the Empire State Building for quite a while, and I thought what I would do, guys, is kind of share with you a little bit about who I am and where I've come from and all that good stuff, and so forth, and then also tie that into my heart with the Empire State Building. Hey, hold on just a minute. Hold on, guys. Beautiful cat. Hey, Chloe. That's Cloaks. We call her Cloaks. She's an awesome, awesome cat. She's a Maine Coon. All right, bye, girl. I have a theory about cats raised and created, I believe, by the Lord for leaders. And if you don't like cats, maybe you're not a leader. No, that's not true. I didn't like cats for the longest time, and then I come to find out that the reason I didn't like them is because they know exactly what they want. And then I was like, oh, that's who I am. So the Holy Spirit ministered that to me, and He goes, "Hey Johnny, you're a leader, just like they are." And I was like, "Oh, cool." All right. Well, hey, this is a Saturday afternoon. I'm inside my living room here, and just kind of chilling out on a Saturday afternoon. But hey, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit from my heart of how everything got started, not just with the Empire State Building, but with New York City, specifically within New York City. I think what I'm going to do moving forward is just kind of sharing with you guys my life, and then also tying that into New York City and the Empire State Building. I got a little bit of stuff here on my iPad. Just bear with me. I'm just kind of dealing with some stuff there. Okay, cool. Why don't I just start by saying to you how I went to New York City the first time in my life. I was in North Carolina. That's where I'm from. And then all of a sudden my dad, one summer afternoon, just out of nowhere, he goes, "Hey, pack your bags." He worked as a prison guard at the time. He was a cop for a while, then he was a prison guard. And he came in, it was in the afternoon, and just out of nowhere on a summer afternoon, burst into the house, and he wasn't supposed to be there because his shift hadn't ended yet. And he just said, "Hey, I'm pack your bags, I'm going to New York City." And we were like, "Say what?" "You going to New York City?" And I was like, "Oh, he's just joshing around." I was talking to my brothers and stuff, and he said, "Hey, you stay here, but I'm going to go pack my bags in the back." And I said, "He's not joking. He's not joking." I said to my brothers, I said, "He's not joking." So at any rate, he took us inside of the car. We had an old VW van. It was orange and a white top and so forth. So here we are on the road, if you can get this, traveling for the first time ever as a family out of state that long, because we were very poor and all that stuff. And anyway, we'd never been to New York City before, and or anywhere for that matter. I don't ever remember us going out of state. Maybe like once, but that was about it. And at any rate, so we get to our destination. We left in the afternoon for North Carolina, went by the bank and got some money. Yeah, we had to do that that was way before cell phones or smartphones or making deposits, with your thumb or whatever. And at any rate, we got to New York City. I'll never forget it as long as I live, ever. But as we were approaching New York City, I was just like, wow, wow, just to see how big it was. I was just enamored by it. I was absolutely enamored. I was just like enthralled with New York City. And I saw it and I was like, this is something else. And I wanted to see the Statue of Liberty so much. And I had little statues of Statue of Liberty and all that stuff in my room, whatever, and all this stuff prior to us going. And we looked and looked and looked, and we pulled in. We pulled in, by the way, it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And so I was, everybody was tired in the van, but I was like this. I was like this, looking, I was looking at New York City. I was just enthralled, enamored, amazed, I was like, incredible. Well, anyway, if you guys can believe this, we pulled up close to the GW, which is the George Washington Bridge, and we looked at the George Washington Bridge, and my dad got in the wrong lane, and so he had to actually cross the median. He chose to actually like jump the median. This is like 3 o'clock in the morning to get over to the median so we could go to the toll booth and get on the bridge. So that was something else. I'll never forget that as long as I live. And so anyway, we cross the median, we get in New York City, and we're going to cross the GW. And for all of you guys who've been in New York City and you've gone that route, you know that when you look down the Hudson River, because of the curve and the curve of the island and so forth, you can't see the Statue of Liberty. So I'm looking for it, I'm looking for it, I'm looking for it, I'm looking for it. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty wild. So at any rate, let me kind of fast forward a little bit. So this thing says, what does the Empire State Building have to do with the Holiday Inn? Well, that's where we stayed at. We stayed at the Holiday Inn. I think it's on the 54th, something like that. Bear with me. One of my sons is coming over here. He's wanting something. So bear with me. I'll let you know my son here. Bear with me. Hey, Anthony Joel, can you say hello?
Hello.
He's my one of my middle son. I have four children. So I'll go back to this and so bear with me, guys. So we're at the Holiday Inn. So we pulled at the Holiday Inn. I think it's on 54th. It's the one that's over there by Central Park, not too far from Central Park. And I'd never been to a fancy hotel like that before. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I just being amazed by it, and taken up by it and so forth. And I'm like, wow, this is something else. And so I remember going in there, and I just loved the Holiday Inn. I loved it. I loved the reception area. I loved the reception desk and the carpet there. Even the carpet I was taking in, the walls and the elevator, and going up to a number of different floors. Because what happened is that we were like on the 2nd or 3rd floor, and here we are, these country bumpkins from North Carolina. We didn't know hardly anything about what it was to have money or anything like that in New York City, knowing that it was be so expensive. And at any rate, we went to the Holiday Inn there, and oh, that's it. We went to the 2nd or 3rd floor or something like that. Well, my brother laid in the bed, and it actually broke. The bed broke. And I don't know if it is nowadays, but the higher that you go up in a hotel, the better the rooms get, I guess. I don't know, but at any rate, so we called the receptionist desk and said, hey, our bed broke, and we need to change it. And so they said, oh, sir, we'll put you on a higher floor. So they put us on a higher floor, like 12th or 14th or something like that. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. So it was something else. But hey, I'll continue the story here about the Holiday Inn later, and just kind of whet your appetite, W-H-E-T, whet your appetite. But we'll talk more about the Empire State Building and so forth. But if you can believe it or not, the first time I went to New York City, I'd never had seen the Empire State Building. So we'll come back to it here. I got to take care of my son, Anthony Joel. But hey, I appreciate you guys' time. Have a great day. And God bless you. G-D bless you. And we'll talk to you later. All right. Shalom and bye. And I'll tell you the story here soon. All right. Bye now.
On a rose.
Here, I gotta figure out how to swipe this camera down. Bear with me. Okay. Swipe down to stop. Okay. Bye. Ooh, boy, that's pretty wild. You like that?
Yes, I want to rest a little bit.
Oh, I guess I haven't stopped it. Yeah.